Welcome back to the Get Well With Me podcast. I am your host, Adrianne, and together we explore the healing powers of our subconscious mind while leaning in towards a healthier lifestyle. And our philosophy here is excellence, not perfection. So, how can we use trance to uplevel our wellness? That's the question. But before we get to the question, let's talk about trance just for a quick minute. Trance can be so misunderstood. I feel like sometimes there's some fear around trance. Maybe a person might think that it means a loss of control. I think of trance more as going inside or going on automatic. So whether you're in the driving trance or the TV trance or the work trance, the writing trance, you just kind of get in the zone, and that is a form of trance. But let's see what Karen Hand has to say about it. I have her book right here. It's really like a manual. I think if you want to learn hypnotic language patterns and you wanted one little succinct book, this is it, because she shares what all the language patterns are, and the whole book is written in the language patterns. So you're like subconsciously getting it the whole time. It's brilliant. I appreciate her. So Karen says, remember, a trance state is not a flat line. Thank goodness. It's much more like a wave. You can think of it perhaps as a span of attention. And I read that and underlined it, and I thought that's really brilliant. A span of attention, what a simple way to describe trance. It's like being absorbed, I guess, is maybe another way to say it. I also underlined this part, so I'll share that with you too. It says, the moment that you realize that you're daydreaming, you've just emerged yourself from a nice hypnotic state. Yes, right? Haven't you caught yourself daydreaming or just kind of like zoning, and then when you emerge from that, it's like, wow, I was just in trance. So now that I've mentioned that, you'll probably notice it keeps happening. As a matter of fact, if you do notice that it keeps happening, then put it in the Spotify feedback thing that's on this episode. If you have that, if you're listening or watching on Spotify, I just love connecting with you guys. So I appreciate you. And so the answer to our question, how can we use trance to uplevel our wellness, is we can take advantage of, use to our best ability, the hypnogogic and the hypnopompic state. And they're just fancy words that mean the state in between sleep and awake and wake and asleep. So we drift to sleep each night. We emerge from sleep in the morning. Hopefully, right? That's our healthy sleep pattern. But those times are golden. They are a special window of time where you can visualize your most preferable outcome and put that in your subconscious, where you can program yourself to believe what you know will be beneficial for you. And sometimes it has something to do with our self-confidence or our ability to show up, or maybe it's our physical health, or we want to have more energy. So if there is something that you want to have more of, then you can use the power of your own mind during that magic window. So that is how we can use trance to uplevel our wellness. So let's take a moment right now and just think, if you could uplevel your wellness, what would that mean to you? Right? Like if I had the magic wand and I was like, I could wave this magic wand and you would be, what would it be? Right? Healed, maybe? Would it be lighter? Would it be happier? Would it be more energized? I mean, I know I am always striving for more of all of that, right? Always affirming that I can heal according to my youthful blueprint, that I do, and that it is automatic, and that it is already and always happening, that my body is on my side, right? And then what kind of success do I want to have in business? Sometimes I use my hypnagogic and hypnopompic states to imagine you, to imagine that someone is tuning in to hear me and to be encouraged and to learn and just be reminded of or have fun with ways to tap into the power of their own mind. I have to just get real with you for a second. And I try to keep it very high vibe here, right? I don't like to bring sadness. I mean, as if there's not enough sadness and overwhelm in the world, but I do experience it too. And sometimes they say like the thing that keeps us going is the thing that breaks our heart. Like maybe that's where your purpose originates from. That could be a clue for anyone that's listening, because it's a clue for me. But when I look around and I see suffering, like people that I really care about suffering, and they don't realize that they have the power, right, to live in a different reality. It is like radical responsibility for your mind, radical responsibility for your life, a commitment to thrive, right? And believing that that's who you are. And it really goes back to an identity level. So, I mean, if a person is listening to this right now and they don't have that as an identity level, like they don't see themselves as, I am a person who thrives, right? I am a person who overcomes. I am a person who heals. I am a person who doesn't give up. I'm a person who's kind to myself, right? These things can be programmed in. You can see that it would be helpful to believe it. And that's why it breaks my heart to see people that I love and care about not believing that wellness or happiness is available to them, because it is. And we can choose to just take one step closer. That's why I say we lean in, right, to a healthier lifestyle. Not even a healthier lifestyle, to just like feeling content and okay, right? Life is so much right now. How about you? So I just wanted to share with you that we can take advantage of these hypnagogic, hypnopompic states. And when we're falling asleep at night and when we are waking up in the morning, we can really set our mind on gratitude and what we want to be true, right? Give yourself permission to visualize your most optimal outcome, and just allow your imagination to go to something that's good instead of using it against yourself, I guess, is the message of the day. I appreciate that you humor me. I love to just get on here and share with you. So trance, what did we learn from Karen Hand today? We can think of it as a span of attention. We also learned we can use that special time to program our own minds. So of course, hypnosis recordings are amazing, but also don't be afraid to just say something kind to yourself. Maybe you already have your own mantra for when you're falling asleep and waking up, or your own prayer of gratitude, whatever it may be. I am thankful that you're here with me and that we are taking one step closer to being happier and healthier. So until next time, much love. You're already a friend of mine because you're tuned in to the Get Well with Me podcast. And I want you to come and hang out with me this Wednesday and experience the magic of a live group hypnosis session on Zoom. So look for the link to sign up for Wellness Wednesday in the episode description. And don't resist the urge to click that link, because I'd absolutely love to see you there.